Hello guys, welcome back to my another After Effects tutorial. In this tutorial, we are going to see how to create glitch lower third in After Effects. So without any wait, let's see the preview. To create glitch lower third, you need logo, or any image, and your text. Here you can see, I have already imported YouTube logo, which I am going to use in this tutorial. So without any wait, let's start creating our glitch lower third. Let's start with creating a new composition. Here we will name it as glitch lower third. As usual, set width and height to 1920 by 1080 pixels. Make sure frame rate is set to 30 frames per second. Set time duration to 5 seconds. Perfect. First we will add our text, so let's add the text. Here I am using Railway font family. Here I will set font style to regular. Let's adjust the position of the text. Now let's animate the text layer. Now in Animate, select Character Offset. For Character Offset, press Alt key and click on Stopwatch of Character Offset. Now here we need to add expression, wiggle, 30, 50. You can see the preview. Now in Range Selector 1. Make sure you are at start of the timeline. Now create a keyframe for end. Now at every 5 frames, we will reduce end value by 10%. So at 5 frames, change end value to 90%. At 10 frames, change end value to 80%. At 15 frames, change end value to 70%. At 20 frames, change end value to 60%. At 25 frames, change end value to 50%. At 1 second, change end value to 40%. At 1 second and 5 frames, change end value to 30%. At 1 second and 10 frames, change end value to 20%. At 1 second and 15 frames, change end value to 10%. At 1 second and 20 frames, change end value to -10%. Here you can see the preview. Perfect. Now select all keyframes, change Keyframe Assistant to Easy Ease. Now in Advance, change Smoothness to 50%. Change Randomize Order to On. Set Random Seed to 30. Now for Animator 1, let's add property, Tracking. Let's set tracking amount to -50. You can see the preview. Now for text layer, press T to bring up the opacity. At 10 frames, create keyframe for opacity. Now at start of the timeline, change opacity to 0%. Now select End keyframe, change Keyframe Assistant to Easy Ease. You can see the preview. Let's create duplicative text layer. Press Ctrl+D to create duplicate. Let's adjust the position. Here I will change the text. Here I will set font style to thin. Perfect. Now select both text layer, pre-compose it, name it as text. Now here I will add logo to the timeline. Here you can scale the logo if needed. I will scale my logo. Now place it beside the text layer. Now let's pre-compose it. Name it as logo. For logo composition, press T to bring up opacity. Here at every 2 frames, we will change opacity value. At start of the timeline, create a keyframe for opacity, set opacity to 0. At 2 frames, change opacity value to 10%. At 4 frames, change opacity value to 0%. At 6 frames, change opacity value to 40%. At 8 frames, change opacity value to 0%. At 10 frames, change opacity value to 60%. At 12 frames, change opacity value to 0%. At 14 frames, change opacity value to 80%. At 16 frames, change opacity value to 0%. At 18 frames, change opacity value to 100%. You can see the preview. Perfect. Now select Pen tool. Make sure Fill option is set to none. Stroke option is set to solid. Here you can set any color for your shape. Let's create straight line. Perfect. Here you can adjust the width of line. Now in stroke 1, change line cap to round cap. For shape layer 1, let's add trim path. Now in trim path, at 10 frames, create keyframe for end. Now at start of the timeline, change end value to 0%. Now select end keyframe, change keyframe assistant to easy ease. You can see the preview. Perfect. Now we need to create glitch part. Let's create a new solid. Name it as noise. Now in effects and preset, search for fractal noise. Add it to noise layer. Now for noise layer, change noise type to block. Set contrast to 160. Set brightness to -20. Now in transform, uncheck uniform scaling. Set scale width to 2200. Set scale height to 250. Now in evolution option, press Alt key and click on stopwatch of random seed. Enter expression time 20. You can see the preview. Perfect. Now let's create duplicate of noise layer. Press Ctrl+D to create duplicate. For duplicate noise layer, change contrast to 670. Set complexity to 1. In transform, change scale width to 600. Change scale height to 400. Perfect. Let's recompose the noise layer. Name it as noise 1. Select move all attributes into the new composition. Do the same for duplicate noise layer. Name it as noise 2. Let's hide the noise composition. Now let's create a new adjustment layer. Let's rename it to glitch. Place it below noise composition. Now in effects and preset, search for displacement map. Add it to glitch layer. Set displacement map layer to noise 1. Now at start of the timeline, create keyframe for max horizontal displacement. Set value to 40. Create keyframe for max vertical displacement. Set value to 2. Now at 1 second and 15 frames. Change max horizontal displacement value to 0. Change max vertical displacement value to 0. Now again add displacement map to glitch layer. Set displacement map layer to noise 2. Now at 5 frames. Create keyframe for max horizontal displacement. Set value to 10. Create keyframe for max vertical displacement. Set value to 15. Now at 1 second and 20 frames. Change max horizontal displacement value to 0. Change max vertical displacement value to 0. You can see the preview. Perfect. Now select all layers. Pre-compose them. Name it as animation. Now for animation composition. In effects and preset. Search for shift channels. Add it to the animation composition. Now for shift channels, change take red from to fall off. Change take green from to fall off. Now create duplicate of animation composition. Press Ctrl+D to create duplicate. Now for shift channels, change take blue from to fall off. Change take green from to green. Now position animation composition at 2 frames. Change mode to screen. Now again create duplicate of animation composition. Now position animation composition at 4 frames. Now for shift channels, change take red from to red. Change take green from to fall off. Perfect, let's see the preview. Perfect. Now select all composition, pre-compose them, name it as lower third. Now from time, select enable time remapping. Now at 2 seconds, create keyframe for time remap. Now at 3 seconds. Change time remap to 2 seconds. Now at end of the timeline. Change end keyframe time remap value to 0 second. Now let's see the preview. Perfect. Here our glitch lower third is created. Thank you guys for watching this tutorial. If you like this tutorial, then make sure to like and share this video, and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you.